Hello friends, before we start the video, I want to tell you that if you like my content, you can subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you'll greatly help promote my channel. Thank you. Danielle had always dreamt of visiting Ireland. The lush green landscapes, rich history and friendly people had fascinated her for years. So when she stumbled upon a beautiful apartment in the heart of Dublin on Airbnb, she knew she had to book it. The apartment was owned by a man named Sean, who seemed friendly and accommodating in their initial communication. Danielle arrived in Dublin, excited for her adventure in the land of her dreams. Sean greeted her at the apartment, and at first, everything seemed fine. However, as the days went by, Danielle began to feel uneasy around Sean. He would often enter the apartment without her permission and make inappropriate comments. She tried to brush it off and continue with her trip, but things escalated quickly. One night, Sean forced himself onto Danielle and assaulted her. She was traumatized and shaken to her core. She knew she had to report it to the police, but was hesitant, given she was in a foreign country. But with the help of a kind stranger, she found the courage to go to the authorities. The police took her statement and arrested Sean. It was then revealed that he was an ex-convict on parole and had a history of sexual assault. Danielle was devastated and felt violated. She had never imagined something like this would happen to her. However, Danielle's nightmare did not end there. She had to go through months of therapy to cope with the trauma and had medical expenses to pay for. But thankfully, Airbnb was quick to respond and took full responsibility for what happened. They reimbursed Danielle for her expenses and compensated her for the pain and suffering she had gone through. The incident shook Airbnb to its core. They realized that they needed to do more to ensure the safety of their users. They took a hard look at their policies and procedures and made significant changes. They introduced background checks for hosts, implemented safety guidelines, and made it easier for users to report any incidents. Danielle's story had a happy ending, but it was a traumatic experience that no one should have to go through. It highlighted the importance of safety measures and the need for constant improvement. Airbnb took responsibility for their shortcomings and made significant strides towards ensuring greater safety for their users. My opinion: Danielle's story is a reminder that safety should always be a top priority, especially when it comes to traveling and staying in unfamiliar places. Airbnb's response to the incident was commendable, and they set an example for other companies to follow. While no amount of compensation can make up for the trauma Danielle went through, the changes made by Airbnb can prevent such incidents from happening in the future. I had always been skeptical about Airbnb, but my friend Emma convinced me to give it a try. She had used the platform many times and always had good experiences. So when we planned a weekend trip to Philadelphia, we decided to book an Airbnb in the city center. The listing had excellent reviews and the price was unbeatable, so we didn't think twice before booking it. The pictures showed a beautiful and spacious apartment with all the amenities we needed. We were excited to explore the city and have a comfortable place to come back to at night. When we arrived at the apartment, everything seemed normal. The host had left the keys in a lockbox, and we entered without any trouble. The apartment was clean and exactly like the pictures. We dropped our bags and decided to grab dinner before heading out to see the sights. After dinner, we came back to the apartment to relax before going to bed. I decided to take a shower, but as soon as I entered the bathroom, I felt uneasy. I looked up and saw a sprinkler system, but something about it felt off. Then I noticed a tiny camera lens staring back at me. I froze. My heart raced, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I quickly got dressed and went to check the other rooms, and that's when I found even more hidden cameras. There were cameras in the living room, kitchen, and bedroom. We were being monitored 24/7. Emma and I were in shock. We couldn't believe that someone had invaded our privacy like this. We immediately called the host, but they didn't answer. We didn't feel safe in the apartment and knew we had to leave. We contacted Airbnb and reported the incident to the police. The company offered to refund our money and find us another place to stay, but we declined. We didn't trust anyone anymore. The next few days were agonizing. We couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. We wondered who had been monitoring us and what they had done with the footage they had captured. It was a violation of our privacy and trust, and it made us feel sick to our stomachs. Although the incident left us feeling violated and traumatized, we were grateful that we were able to get out of the situation before things got any worse. We hope that by sharing our story, others will be more aware and cautious when booking their own Airbnb experiences. We want to prevent anyone else from going through what we did. My opinion: always be cautious and aware of your surroundings, especially when traveling and staying in unfamiliar places. Trust your instincts, and if something feels off, it's better to be safe than sorry. And most importantly, always report any suspicious behavior to the proper authorities.